Look at this picture. This picture took over the internet in summer 2014. And I don't know who the photographer is, but maybe he or she can contact me after seeing this talk. Because this picture hits me in the core, in my heart and in my soul. Why? Because Wassila is a daughter of Moroccan immigrants, and she's raised with Islamic values. And Wassila has been a military officer, and she has Jewish roots. These two Wassilas live within me. And a lot is said about the political conflict. And I feel the pressure to choose. Do you support Israel or do you support Palestine? The Israelis oppress Palestinians, and Palestinians threaten Jewish people. Pick a side, Wassila. But I cannot. They are both human, they are both me, and there is no Wassila without one of them. Look at this picture. They are looking in each other's eyes, and you can feel the tension. And this political conflict about who gets what land and how it's controlled, well, if I look at this picture, I choose to see a start of a dialogue, because for me, a dialogue is like oxygen to live. Jane Goodall. She's best known from her 55 years of study of social interactions of wild chimpanzees. But she's also United Nations messenger of peace. And this quote of hers popped into my mind a day after the Charlie Hebdo shooting earlier this year. And in Europe, we all experienced the peak of terror and fear. And some of us felt the pressure to take a side, just because they believe in the same God as the terrorists did. They believe in Allah. But read the words of Jane carefully. Understand. Try really to understand her words. Change happens by listening and then starting a dialogue with people who are doing something you don't believe is right. I agree, Jane. I believe a dialogue is the most effective and most sustainable solution for combating fear and preserving freedom and peace. And I've been a politician for almost 5 years now. And my whole life, starting as a military and later on as a civil servant, and now as a politician, I always wanted to make a difference, to improve society. And, well, I thought I could change society by working within the parliament. Well, let me tell you this, there are limits to what a politician can do. Real changes, real social changes come from outside politics. And if I look at my work in parliament, I'm not saying the job of a politician is worthless, because I'm a politician myself. But it is really, if I really want to make a difference, that's my point, I need you. I need the social community. I need all of you. And we are challenged through over the world. Some examples everybody knows: the growing radicalization, especially among youngsters, the tensions between Russia and the West, and also riots to both police misbehavior and social conditions, all kind of challenges who are screaming for a dialogue. And instead, due to insecurity, or no, a better word, due to ignorance, we resort to violence. And I've been in the military myself, so I'm not holding a plea against defense or against weapons. But if we think we can face these challenges with tanks, fighter jets, frigates, in the end there will be only one winner, and that's the defense industry. Our best weapon, to remain in military terms, our best weapon is a dialogue. Bring people together, break prejudice, and make the gaps between us as humans smaller. By the way, this is my favorite quote from the House of Cards. And we have the instrument. We have the internet. You know, this global system of interconnected computer networks, it really gives us opportunity to connect with people all over the world. And we have social media. How many of you use Facebook? Twitter? I use them both on a regular basis, and I also use LinkedIn, Instagram, and a couple of weeks ago, I started with Periscope, sharing live videos like broadcasting. Well, look at this graphic. These are the total amount of users of social media. And Facebook was the first social network to surpass 1 billion registered accounts. Twitter, 288 million. And these current social media is designed to share things with other people. But at the same time, it's primarily designed as a one-way traffic, not for a dialogue. We use socials to sway things into the digital world. So let me share some examples that I face as a social media user. Last summer, when the Gaza conflict flared up, I realized that Facebook actually facilitates the opposite of a dialogue. First of all, friends unfriend you because they don't want to see the horrific pictures of Gaza in their timeline. They prefer summer holiday pictures. Or they unfriend you because they support the so-called opponent, like the Israeli and Palestinian conflict is a soccer game. And at the same time, people are strengthened in their often one-sided perspective due to their friends' network on Facebook. And they threaten to radicalize in this perspective. And Twitter, with its 140 characters, is not suitable for a dialogue either. Not even on non-political controversial topics. For me as a politician, it's a challenge to tweet in nuance. And I always end up inviting people for a cup of coffee after 2 or 3 tweets of interaction because of the miscommunication. And, well, actually, if I look at Twitter, this news feed of second, how many time do you actually have? If you react 20 minutes later, it's like you are way too late, like a century late. And that's why I've started Dialogue Digital. Take a look at this video.
News is everywhere, all around you. Topics worth to discuss. But what if you would like to join the discussion? Where can you go for a serious conversation? What you need is a dialogue based on arguments and with respect to each other. Dialogue Digital is the online international platform for you and others to discuss topics. Within the dialogue, you can use socials to share videos, pictures and blogs. You can also agree or disagree with posts and responses. Each dialogue starts with a statement. Connect with people from all over the world, whether you're a world leader, a teacher or just in between jobs. Log in with your favourite social and join Dialogue Digital. You can use it anytime, anywhere. Dialogue Digital. Listen, think, speak.
So remember, it's dialoguedigit.al. Check out Dialogue Digital. Support the initiative. It's a foundation because we want to improve society, and we just launched our crowdfunding campaign. But above all, join the dialogue. Listen, think, speak. Thank you, and it was a pleasure to be here.